expect me to talk?
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. There is nothing you can talk to me about that I don't already know.
Operation Grand Slam, for instance.
Two words you may have overheard, which cannot possibly have any significance to you or anyone in your organization.
Can you afford to take that chance?
You are quite right, Mr. Bond. You are worth more to me alive.
That's Honor Blackman.
Who are you?
My name is Pussy Galore.
I must be dreaming. Here's to Operation Grand Slam. This should be a memorable flight.
You can turn off the charm. I'm immune.
Everything's gold. Surely this is how he is taking stuff from country to country.
Well, nice of him to let us know. Last we heard, he was in Switzerland.
He came in on a private jet, ex-Geneva. Registered to our old friend, Goldfinger.
Well, I'm glad he's making progress.
Yep.
But keep an eye on him, Fred.
Their flight line gives Bluegrass Field, Kentucky as their final destination.
Don't charge in on him and spoil anything, will you? He's evidently well on top at the moment.
Yeah.
Goldfinger, why weren't we told that New York and the West Coast were in on this?
Look who's talking. I do not do business with Chicago.
I thought we had a private business deal to settle. Now I find I'm attending a Hood's convention.
Goldfinger, I made a delivery. Where is my money?
I made a delivery too.
You all made the deliveries we contracted for.
And you owe me $1,000,000.
Whoa.
What's with that trick pool tape?
I love stuff like this.
Come in. Hey, cover those doors. Turn those lights back on.
What are you trying to pull, Goldfinger?
There's no cause for alarm, gentlemen.
That's so cool.
I don't like being cooped up like this. What's that map doing there? Hey, what's going on here? What is it? Hey, on the floor, right there. What is this? A merry-go-round?
That is so cool.
Man has climbed Mount Everest, gone to the bottom of the ocean. He has fired rockets to the moon, split the atom, achieved miracles in every field of human endeavor, except crime.
Obviously it's a trap. Why would you open the door?
Fort Knox is a bank, like any other. Larger, better protected perhaps, but nonetheless, a bank. It can be, I think the expression is, blown. My plan is foolproof, gentlemen. I call it Operation Grand Slam. Name, Delta 9.
Delta 9?
What's that? An invisible nerve gas, which disperses 15 minutes after inducing complete unconsciousness for 24 hours. personal pilot, Miss Pussy Galore, will spray into the atmosphere.
I'd like to get started, Goldfinger. Boy.
When you gotta go, you gotta go. My plane will get you to New York on time. With your excess luggage.
Oh, so they're going to end up helping him. Because he didn't want to be part of the deal and now he knows too much. Uh-oh. Don't tell me the bit of paper is going to fall out.
Forgive me, Mr. Bond, but I must arrange to separate my gold from the late Mr. Solo. As you said, it's a pressing engagement. Very chic, Miss Galore. Don't you agree? Please entertain Mr. Bond for me, Pussy. I'll join you both later. What would it take for you to see things my way?
A lot more than you've got.
How do you know?
I do what?
Isn't it customary to grant the condemned man his last request?
You've asked for this.
So do we reckon Bond's got Pussy on his side now?
Ready for rockabye, baby. Men spray
I don't know how we're going to get out of this.
5.
What about everyone inside buildings?
Good morning, Mr. Bond. For once, you're exactly what I want you.
I think he's got her on his side. And I'm sorry I'm not talking much. I'm very invested.
The bomb's here. Let's get moving, Brigadier.
Right, Jack. Move in. Move in. Commando tactics. Minimum offensive fire until I signal bomb has been.
Cool, they don't.
Minimum offensive fire until
They won't
I
sleep
signal
for
bomb
long.
has been neutralized. Bomb disposal unit to accompany dog. Mr. Ling, it is merely a matter of timing and.
Is this down to the gas didn't work for as long as they thought? I'm feeling a little bit stressed. Oh, thank God for that. Oh yeah, you should have taken his hat. Rookie. Burn him with that pipe. That's what I'd do. Nice.
What kept you? 3 more ticks and Mr. Goldfinger would have hit the jackpot.
Not yet, but he won't get far.
And Pussy?
She helped to switch the gas in the canisters. By the way, what made her call Washington?
Come on.
I am glad to have you on board, Mr. Bond.
Oh, congratulations on your promotion, Goldfinger. Are you having lunch at the White House, too?
In 2 hours, I shall be in Cuba.
Pussy,
What happened? Where's Goldfinger?
playing his golden harp.
Oh, no, you don't.
This is no time to be rescued.
Thunderball. Never heard of that one. Okay, Goldfinger. I don't really know where to start. I would say, oh gosh, what am I going to say? I would say that second half was a lot stronger than the first half. But I actually think that's the whole point of Bond. Like, there's a build up and then there's the big event that's happening. I really liked having Honor Blackman. I thought she was lovely. My bag's under my eyes. I'm so sorry. I feel like we're getting in the flow of Bond. Now, I said during that, I think that I felt like there was a bit more budget, and I don't know if that's true. I don't know, but from a viewer's perspective who has no idea about the budget, I would say that felt like we're stepping up a notch each time. Like the bit with the plane crash at the end, the where they were at the Fort Knox, and again, you'll have to tell me where they filmed that, because inside that bank just looked insane. So I would assume that was a real place, but I don't know. And if that's a set, then I think that's incredible. Something that really, really impressed me was when we were with Goldfinger and he had all like the businessmen with him, and he turned the room into with like the map on the wall, and he flipped the like the snooker table moved, and then the map of like Fort Knox came up from the floor. Moments like that I go, I just don't think you would think you were in the 60s. Like, yes, aesthetically, but it baffles me that, not in a patronising way, by the way, I'm not saying this in a patronising way, but the fact they're doing that in 1964, to me, is so much better than any CGI you could give me. That is what I want to see. I want to see people who have had to create the mechanics to it more than seeing CGI. So I loved that. That really, really, really impressed me. I really like Sean Connery. I don't know if the ladies thing is a bit much for me. Not in a, I don't like seeing a man and a woman together, but I don't know why I said it like that, but in a way of like, I know it's who Bond is, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm just finding it a bit like, all right, I get the point. Maybe that's the word. Like, yeah, I get the point. You're obsessed with women. I get it. Just because it's like, I would say it was pretty much throughout that entire film. I honestly had a good time. I liked that when Bond wrote the note for the CIA, I'm pretty sure it was, and then the note never reached the people he wanted them to reach. So again, seeing Bond not always be successful at what he's trying to do is something else I really love. I also spoke about how I like it when it's real life or death situations. If you follow my other reactions, it's something I always talk about, that I want to know that there is a real possibility that someone might die. And I don't mean that in a sinister way, but I mean, like, otherwise I'm not taking it seriously. I'm not going to take the film seriously if I don't think people could genuinely be at risk. So I like that we have quite a constant reminder there. We saw Goldfinger turn against his own men to pretend he was on the good people's side. Things like that I would just, as a viewer, I'm just thinking that is absolutely savage. But I love to see it. Overall, I just had a really good time. Now, something I have started, which was a recommendation of one of you guys, we had a discussion, was to have a bit of a leaderboard for my films. Now, as I'm filming this right now, obviously I don't know where this is going to land. If it's going to land in my top 10, I will place my top 10 here. These are my top 10 films that I have reacted to. This leaderboard is purely based on how much I enjoyed the film, and a question I ask myself is, how eager would I be to watch the film again? This is not based on people's performances, because I think my top 10 would look very different if I based it on actors' performances. So this is my current top 10. I think this may just enter the top 10, because what I'm thinking is, I'm pretty sure Star Wars and New Hope is in that top 10. And if you said to me, do you prefer Star Wars and New Hope, or do you prefer this? I would say Goldfinger. So if the leaderboard changes right now, it means that Goldfinger is in the top 10. Do your work, Marie-Clare. I suspect it would come in at 9 or 10. I still prefer Dr. No. I really liked Dr. No. Maybe that's because there's something quite special about watching Bond for the first time. I don't know. But I had a really good time. I had a really, really good time. Also, like, it's, you know, I spoke about all like the gadget bits, but even like when he was in the bathroom and it was like, oh, tell so-and-so to keep an eye on him, and they've got the little spy holes, and it's all those tiny details of Bond that I think are just what make it magnificent. And there was something else I wanted to say earlier on, and I cannot remember. I was thinking something during the film and I can't remember now. Maybe I said it. Hopefully I said it during the film. But you will have to let me know any of the details I've asked for. Filming locations is something that I'm always really, really interested in. I just find it interesting whether something is a real location or a set. I loved going to Geneva. And please, no spoilers about the next one. I've never even heard of Thunderball. That just reminds me of the lottery. Thunderball? Is that a lottery? I think so. So that's exciting, because Goldfinger I'd heard of, whereas Dr. No, I cannot even remember the one before this. I'm so sorry. And the next one I've not heard of, so it's quite nice when you've got one that kind of goes under the radar. I have no idea when Sean Connery... I cannot say his name. I do not know when Sean Connery stops being Bond. That's something I would like not to know in advance, just because... or at least up until I'm, you know, I've got the next film ready to go. Just because I think I don't want to like build it up in my head that he's not in the next one, because I know at some point he won't be in it, which is fine. Like, I really enjoy him, but it's also exciting to think of like the next Bond. So yeah, please no spoilers about the next film. And I don't know when it will be out. I have, like I said, I've got a lot of films to get through. But thank you so much for joining me. I really, really, really hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, if you have any answers to my questions, I would love it if you could answer them. And I will see you very soon for my next reaction.